All right, so a lot of people have been asking me, man, yo, T, can you like do British roadman accent? Because obviously I'm from US, so let's go with number one. Yo, Wagwan fam, yo, what? Hey, yo, Wagwan fam. Okay, that's nice. Number two, what are you saying? What you saying? What you saying? What you saying? Okay. Number three, oofed. She's a buff ting. Oof! She's a buff ting. Okay, all right. Number four, shut up, blood. Like Bloods and Crits, like shut up. Hey, shut up, blood. Aggressive. Okay, lastly we got hold it, you man. What? Hey, hold it, you man. Okay. Mm, interesting.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Osasu Corner. I'm your host, Osasu, and on this episode, we're going international. We're going to the UK. I think London to be precise. Joke will be joining us today. Joke, how are you? How are you doing?
Um, Hi, Osasu. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. But we're not going like physically, just virtually, because I don't have that kind of money yet. But it's okay. We're seeing
Yeah,
how are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. How is 30 December for you?
Well, it was nice. I went to a live podcast show, so that was
Hmm.
really nice. What about you, Nikom? Come and spend your pounds now.
That's precisely why I didn't come. I'm not coming to spend my pounds. People are like vultures in that place, I beg.
No, now pound is like 1-3 now, I think. So you just
It's
I
like,
mean, you are
it's like
safe.
all fine. I'm not safe for all the money that I've hustled here. I'll come to Nigeria. Everybody tell
No,
me if I
now it's
want.
not all the money. See, that's the point. Because the exchange rate is like small of the money. When you come here, it turns to big money. Do you get? So you should come, don't worry. Next one, next one. I'll be expecting you.
I'll actually come next year for real this time.
That's what you say. Oh, we'll see. That's what you say.
Let's hope. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Okay, no problem. On that note, to ask, if you have, I think you have a boyfriend now. You don't want us to
Yeah.
list on Snapchat. Any small thing. Because I will keep streaks. Any small things, video of your
Yeah,
boyfriend or video, picture. I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for
thank
you.
you.
It's
Thank
good. It's good. But at the same time,
you.
it's okay. We know, we know your
Let you
boyfriend.
breathe.
Yes, let the single breathe. Let us survive.
Yeah, nah, yeah, I think about it.
Okay. Problems. Also, guys, because this episode is in the UK virtually, I might be dipping in and out of my UK accent. Like I'm saying different words, different UK slangs. Just bear with me. I want Joker to understand what I'm saying. So that's the only way she understand.
Yeah, what top boy, Abby?
Yes, Top Boy. Anytime I watch Top Boy, the next 2 weeks is just
You be
farm,
speaking.
still like
Yeah,
different.
still, it's calm. Oh, yeah, now.
It's calm, it's calm. But they've ended the show. Unfortunately, very terrible
I
ending.
never even watched it.
Very terrible ending. You know what? You should though. Should you have to watch
Probably.
it? Okay, so I want to talk about moving to UK. Basically, I mean, you when did you leave again? It was 2021.
Yeah, 21 September.
That's a long time ago. I think they're like
Yeah.
3 years now. Wait,
I think two.
to be three
Two.
3 years next year.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 years next year.
Okay. So this is a common question. I actually see this one on TikTok a lot.
Okay.
Most people when they travel, the first thing they do is culture shock. So you see them on TikTok. This is my few culture shocks when I first go to UK. But I don't think I've ever heard your own. So what are your own like? What are the things that shocked you the most when you first traveled out?
Oh, it's been a while. Oh, the culture shock you
Exactly.
have started down
The
for
shocks.
me. But
Okay.
yeah, I guess. The fact that I was seeing so many people from like because I stay in London. London is like a very um
London.
it's
Okay,
very
continue,
packed to
continue.
different people from like different parts of the world because everyone wants to come to the UK. Like a lot of people come to London. So like for me, the cultural shock was a lot of culture shock, if that makes sense. Like I
Okay.
had friends from Poland, I had friends from Pakistan, I had Indian friends, had
Wow.
Portuguese and Spanish and Italian friends. So it was like you're trying to absorb everything at once. Because where I worked at first when I first came here, I worked in like a Portuguese restaurant, Nando's. So I had a lot of friends from different parts of the world, even the British people. It was like every day you just try to absorb something, and then you see a lot of like cultural similarities as well. And then you're like, oh, we do things like this back in Nigeria, or we have very similar beliefs. Then you see people that are very much like distant in like what they believe in or what they do, and they do like complete opposite of what you do. I had like Korean friends that it was
Korean.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
man.
was really, really weird. And then you find that a lot of them like don't speak English as well as you do. You know how back home like the old English thing has kind of been like our main thing. They like force it down your throat from primary school. You're learning English, you have to your diction has to be perfect. But back in other places, they just like actually speak their language, and then you find that you're teaching them like some basic English words and
Oh, really?
teaching them how to communicate. Yeah, but it was calm, to be fair, it was calm.
Okay. Okay. Did you also, as you're teaching them English, do you also learn their languages? Like, can you speak Korean now? Or,
안녕하세요. I do a
what?
bit. That's hello in Korea.
Oh, okay. Okay. What else?
Yeah.
What else? What that, you
I
mentioned
try.
someone from Pakistan. What language do you speak there? I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know to be
Is it
fair.
Arabic?
I think like Hindu.
Hindu? Oh.
I think that's like they and India are very very similar what they speak. So is everything is very similar. They Pakistan and India. So I categorize them as the same in my own head. But I did not learn anything about their language. I really couldn't have been bothered. But I did learn a bit of Spanish, at least I did that for a bit. And Portuguese,
Spanish.
they're very similar, but I mean, I got tired of it a bit.
I want to learn
Life is too
French,
hard.
actually. I want to learn French. That's the language I must learn. I must learn. French and German. I don't know. There's something about German. I just need to learn it.
Mm. Don't be fooled though. That French language, apparently, I saw something on TikTok yesterday that the French you learn is very different from the French that they speak. So,
Mm,
shock you when you get there.
no worry. When I get to where I need to get to, we understand each other.
Mhm. Exactly.
Oh, okay. Since you've been there, like, okay, you got there in September 2021. What were like your
Yeah.
first challenges you had settling in?
Okay, when I was leaving Nigeria, I actually didn't plan to leave. Like, I didn't know I was going to come to the UK. It was kind of like my uncle and my dad that were setting up the whole thing and just told me to go for my like test and everything. But it still wasn't like set in stone. So one of the main issues I had was like getting an accommodation, somewhere to stay.
Yeah,
But you
accommodation.
know how, yeah, like that's one of the things a lot of people have. And I find that a lot of time when a lot of people that came at the same time I came, didn't have a place to stay. They were just like, let's just get to the UK first. Let's just get to the UK first. We'll stay in hotel. We'll stay in Airbnb. Let's just get to the UK first. You now find that when you're in the UK, like accommodation is like an entirely different thing that you had to have planned from when you're coming. But it's also not easy to plan when you're coming because you can't go for like the viewings and like see the apartments well. So it's like and landlords who want to give someone that is not in the country their apartment, if that makes sense. So the
Yeah,
accommodation is like a big struggle. So you find that a lot of people come and they stay with someone that they know or some family friend that they don't even know or some friend they squat there for a bit till they're able to find their own place. Like that's one of the things that happened to me. I think I had to squat with one of my friends for like 3 months before I was able to get my place in December 2021. Yeah.
wow. More accommodation. I've heard stories of people staying in libraries. Is that true? Like school libraries.
Yeah, school libraries are like open 24/7. Some of them have like a shower, some have a like the school campus have like gym. So I mean it's a win-win, Abby. You can just stay
Yeah.
in the library.
No, just stay in
But
libraries.
yeah,
I find a place.
yeah,
No
accommodation
problems.
is a hassle. It's a
Accommodation is
hassle.
so expensive. Ugh,
Yeah.
Jesus. It's like the entire
What I
tuition sometimes.
It's so much worse now. Like when I came, at least a one bedroom in London was about, I got my former one for about 400. Now a one bedroom is like 800, 900 for the same size.
Wow.
That's more than times two of it. So it's crazy. People are leaving London, people are moving into London. You're paying almost £850 a month. That's almost a 1 million a month for
Wow.
a room that is chocono, that is like, the room that people used to put their food stuff in Nigeria, that in the kitchen, that small extra space.
Even that store in the kitchen where we just throw things.
That's so exactly. And then
That's
you find that the
crazy.
bed is the only thing in the room and just a small chocono space by the door. And you have to bath. You're sharing bathroom and kitchen with other random people from different parts of the world. It's messed up, honestly. It's messed up.
Wow. It's crazy. That's a lot. I
Yeah,
mean, but
man.
that's the current reality, I guess. You can't change
Yeah.
it.
But it's not the reality for everybody. Some people have the money. Their parents are loaded. So
If you have money now, no, see, it's
exactly.
not supposed to have money. But I'm just saying for general regular people, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, for regular people, it's the hassle to be fair, especially if you don't have like family members that are accommodating that want to like take you in for the first period of like 3 months or 5 months when you first arrive. No, so people are not that friendly. And I find that living with Nigerians CSF is not even the best from experience. This entitlement that we Nigerians just have when you see a fresh bed coming off from Nigeria, you're like, oh yes, come and be doing errands for me, come and be washing plates, be cleaning the house because I'm accommodating you. It's just
Yeah,
messed up a bit.
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying. I understand what you're saying.
yeah,
Nigerians are funny and weird people, I guess.
yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
you've been there like okay, 2 years.
Yeah.
Um, is there anything you miss about Nigeria? Is there anything at all? Is it even possible?
Amala and gbegiri.
Oh,
Gbegiri and ewedu, abula.
it's not. You can't get that in UK.
You can, but you'll be paying like almost 20 something pounds for it, and you're like, and it's not even tasting perfect. So you're just like, the ingredients is
Oh, I get what
different.
you're
Like
saying. It's even
it's
more
Maggi is
expensive.
Pakistan. Exactly. It's not the best, I beg.
And you should have come this December now. You see Amala everywhere. But you didn't
Well,
come. So,
when I come next December, I will be eating street foods. I already remember my spots. I'm going to go to Ibadan. I'm going to go to Amala
ah,
Sky. I'm going to eat.
Ibadan. They will be waiting for you there, I'm sure.
I
Is that
say, oh God.
is that the only thing about Nigeria? It's just the Amala.
My life in Nigeria, I was not like, I wasn't like going out, going. I was kind of like you. You don't go out that much. And the reality is that you're now
To
just
be
like
fair,
out
I
of your
guess.
shell. So aside maybe the whole area, the homely presence when you're like, yeah, this place feels more familiar. It's more like home for me. I don't think I'm going to miss anything much more. Like aside my family, friends, all my friends were in Lagos. I was living in Ibadan, so I'll probably stay in Lagos for like 1 week for 30 December, go back home, rest. Not much to be fair. Not much. I don't miss that much.
Yeah, even me, I don't miss anything about it. Of course.
Oh
Of-
God, like the goal is to make enough money to be able to go back whenever you feel like.
Honestly. Uh, okay. In the same tone, what part of UK culture have you grown to love the most?
UK culture.
Or just being in
Part
the
of,
UK?
to be honest, I'm still quite adjusting to their culture. It's still very off for me. But let me say they are not very negative people. That's one thing I love about the gay people. Like they're like, at least in my office, they're more friendly and more understanding. Like in Nigeria, it's always like, if you have any small problem, your guy will probably not even allow you or not even understand you. But here, like, you have people that are more receptive to listening to you and providing help for you. And also, like, it's not a joke when people say that there are more opportunities here. I don't particularly love their Christmas. It's just very weird. What else in their culture? I love the fact that they travel a lot. is a thing here. You kind of have to travel a lot in this place. I've noticed, like in your summer, everyone's just like, "Ah, where are you going for summer? Oh, I'm going to Netherlands, I'm going to Paris, I'm going blah blah blah." So like I love that about the culture. Like it allows you to explore and see that okay, there's so much more out there. And I like the fish and chips, the British fish and chips. It's kind
Fish
of
and
nice.
chips.
Yeah.
Okay, what's weird about your Christmas? I mean, you mentioned that.
It's just, imagine like someone puts you in Tanzania and say you should have Christmas Day. They have like their cultures, but Tanzanian cultures
Yeah,
still be very similar. Like you still have a whole family sitting at a table, eating like some food that have like proper spices and tastes inside. But yeah, imagine having I tried their Christmas roast dinner and it was just there. Like things like that. Like their culture is still, let me just put it this way. I feel like white people are just in general stingy. You know how back home, like Christmas time, everybody's going to come from one place or the other to come and eat at your place. This place is
yeah,
like known from their childhood or no one else. Like you don't see people randomly inviting you, come and spend Christmas in our family, or come and like have dinner with us, or come and do that, come and do this. It's like everybody should just stay where they are. Like everybody should just mind their own. Like I don't know you. I don't know you. That's it.
yeah.
Like
That's what I heard. They mind their business a lot there. So
yeah, yeah,
you can be with the camera, filming.
yeah.
Nobody's disturbing your life. But in Nigeria, people
It's
are looking at
bad.
you.
It's bad and it's good because you find that if you fainted on the road here now, or you fainted on the bus or the train, everybody just move away from you and continue pressing their phone.
It's a lie.
I'm serious. That's how desensitized like the environment is. But back home, at least, ordinary, you have maybe, let's say you have stain on your skirt now. Everybody just say, auntie, sister, auntie, come, auntie, this, that. You get for you, can be like, oh, can these people mind their business? But here you're just like, oh, can somebody please help me? At least show me a bit of care. I'm falling down, I'm doing this. Can someone just help me, assist me? So it's like there are two extreme ends to the situation. But you wish like these UK people were a bit more welcoming. But to be fair, on their part, they don't really want us here. So it's like they keep telling us
They
every day
don't
to go back
want
to
you here. They don't
us.
want you here. God,
So
it's crazy.
exactly. Ah,
Uh,
like that.
yeah, they changed their rules now. I think
Yeah,
they changed
yeah,
their visa, work visa rules.
yeah.
So how does that affect you anyway? Like,
No,
no, but
actually, it
okay,
doesn't because I came here earlier. So it's like a moving forward kind of rule. No, it's not going like it's not affecting people that came before 2024. So it's like from
okay,
2024 looking forward, they're going to start applying these things. But before 2024, if you came before 2024, you're kind of not affected by majority of. But I think like for those that have like that working in care, before if you're in care, you could bring your family member to the
yeah,
country, yeah, as a dependent. But now it's like, okay, you have to be earning. Well, for care, you still have to be earning like 20,600 pounds a year, which is like normal the average. But if you're not now in care and then you want to bring your family member like you used to before, you have to be earning that whole 37,400 pounds, which nobody earns in a year, to be fair, unless
that's a
you're
lot of
football.
money. Oh.
So
That's a lot of
it's
money.
kind of, and it makes no sense because as a graduate, if you're finishing school, nobody's going to employ you and pay you 38K a year. Graduate salary starts from about 17 to maybe 26, 27 if you're lucky. So who's going to pay 36, 37K for someone that they are bringing into their company to teach? It makes no sense. So they cannot automatically close their door because obviously there's like trade relations with our country. There's a lot of import-export that benefits that's going on. But they are closing the door in a way that only the few
Yeah,
can
like
enter.
half closing the door, but one half still open.
Exactly. It's messed up.
When I saw that 38K, the first thing that came to my mind was, if I was a footballer, this job creating a week.
And
So most Premier League footballers, this is what they call it a week. Like some people are earning
ah,
300K. Oh God, football.
Osasu, we should have taken our football life serious. So because if
Honestly,
I knew,
honestly, honestly, honestly. Worst case
I
scenario,
think
we
that
10K a week.
exact worst case scenario, and that's if they are benching you and you are just starting or you're in under 25 or something.
Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly.
come on,
And
don't worry.
Chelsea,
I'll soon go
they pay like they
and
are on their younger guys like this 1K or 2K, 3K a week. And those are like 18-year-olds. So I don't know.
hmm,
Missed opportunity, sure.
I'll soon go and I'll soon go and start entering one academy to see where I can, enter the system via.
of of what sports? Is it football?
Football now goalkeeping. What?
Okay. You know you can try. Actually, you can try. I mean, you can try.
Hmm.
It. You can try. Why not?
Hmm.
Why not? I can't remember. I don't remember you seeing you keep. I've forgotten how. I've forgotten whether you're good or not. I don't know. Are you good?
I genuinely was, to be fair, because sometimes I keep for like the male team when they don't have anyone, or maybe when Savior is down.
Okay.
But
I
they
remember.
always leave me
Yeah.
for like just like 5, 10 minutes before they throw me out of the place, or the defense will be extra strong. But at least I was able to stay there in the post. That's something. Ah,
Oh God. Yeah. That's true. Steven is keeper. I just remembered.
yeah.
So you mentioned fish and chips. Is that your like
Yeah.
new? That your favorite UK food? No
That's
potato
British.
salad. That's just British
British.
food general.
Food. Yeah, you know how we have our jollof rice. That's their main food. British
Okay.
people and chips. But obviously, Indians are plenty here, so you be seeing like rice and chicken masala, but that's like the Indian people's main food that everybody has started to accept. But like British people's main food is fish and chips.
What exactly is in the fish and chips? Is it just like chips on actual
It's just,
fish?
but like it's not the fish I imagine. Like so, they coat the fish in like flour with some like salt and pepper and garlic and blah blah blah, and then they deep fry it. So it's like how KFC chicken is. Imagine that inside that chicken part was fish, but the outside coating was the same. Then they just serve it with
Okay.
chicken.
I'm getting hungry now. But
It's nice. It's
it's
nice. It's
nice.
plain, but it's nice. After a while, your mouth will start adjusting, your taste buds start adjusting to garlic and salt and pepper being your major ingredients.
Do you cook Nigerian food? Or do you
Yeah,
cook British?
definitely.
Do you cook any British food too?
No, I've not started yet, but hopefully I'll start cooking like a lot of British. But I don't even really want to be honest, because what am I cooking there? Well, I'll start trying other continents cuisine very
Yeah, try
soon. But
Italian
I
and
don't like
Korean. I don't
Italian.
know.
Oh yeah, Korea, yes, yes. Italian food is just same thing: garlic, ginger, salt, and pepper. Like those people are just over hyped.
What's the
No,
obsession with garlic?
Italian. I don't understand though. I don't understand what they'll not put parsley to give it the green color. That's all. And you just like, is this the food that everybody is hyping about? And look here, a lot of people have said speaking up about it. Like even if you go to Italy, like the Italy itself, and you're trying their food, like it doesn't have any taste. So the hype about it is just because the country was a third or first world country.
You mentioned traveling. Have you like since you been went to UK? Have you traveled to like different country in Europe?
No, I haven't, to be honest. I haven't. Like, but that's like my 2024 plan. Like I'm
Mm,
already like now I'm properly situated in a job that like is calm. So I can now take holidays, because one of the things like working in all this like hospitality sector, you don't really want to take your holidays because you want to make as much money as you can. But now like when you get like a proper like 9 to 5 gig, you're able to like use your holidays, and you have to
yeah.
even take your holidays. So it's better to now plan and travel and know that okay, you're still getting paid while you're traveling. That's like the whole point of it, because no one wants to travel to go and spend money and then there's no money coming back into your account. And in
Me
this
too.
place, nobody even gives you 1 penny or 1 pence for free. You have to work for every single. Hmm.
Yeah, I heard that nobody gives you money and you have to like you literally have to learn how to walk to places, not like public transport, not transport every day, that kind of thing.
To be honest, sometimes I walk an hour plus, and I'm like, hey, if I walk this hour plus in Lagos, I feel reach island from mainland though.
But the weather is different there now, Abi. It's not always hot like Nigeria.
Yeah, it's not as hot as
Exactly.
Nigeria.
So the walking, it's not like you're walking inside hot sun that just burning your
Mm,
body.
true, true, true. But wait,
Yeah,
Nigeria gets to like 24 degrees now, don't we?
24 degrees Celsius. That's not hot now.
Do we get there in Nigeria?
Yes, that's about
Eh,
cold. Do you mean like do you
oh,
get? Depends though. Maybe during this period, December. Apart from that,
yeah.
the rest is hot. 30 plus.
Um, can't remember. That's like summer for us here, shall.
That's cold now. That's actually cold. That's cold.
But the
24 degrees.
sun is shining.
It's not hot as here. I'm telling you. I can't even see sometimes when I step out.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
That's is that bad.
but that's just
Hey,
me. I have like a eye issue with
okay.
light, but so I have to wear glasses inside hot sun. But that's just me. It's just so hot sometimes.
I do. I remember Babcock son. Jesus Christ. Hey,
That
that song was not
one,
fun. And
crazy.
we will still be working on that. Is going to bank every time. Going to bank. Going to bar bright. We never went back to our hostels after class.
You guys like walking now. You're just walking everywhere. Just walking too much. Just go and,
I say,
after class, go to your room, sit. No, walk to the. Let's go to the. Let's go. That's why I walk out here.
yeah,
I beg. It's too much.
yeah, we dey waka, we dey waka. But you know, it's to follow us half of the time, Sha.
Exactly, because me, I don't like walking. I don't like walking in that sun. I don't like sweating.
You always fall me that yeah. Osasu that will be begging you to talk. Now you're doing podcast. We thank God for growth.
Oh my god. Yeah, if you haven't figured out now, Joke Alabi with the same school. Yeah, I mean that was a different time. A different time. Times have
Yeah.
changed, I guess. Have you ever been racially abused? Is there any, like crazy one you want to share? Has it ever happened? I don't know.
Mm. I've had quite a few. But I try not to like dwell on it because that's not why I'm here. But for the sake of podcast, yes, I'll tell you. In my last flat, I was living with racists, and they would say things like, "Oh, I'm from the jungle. In Africa, we don't have gas cookers, we don't have doors, we don't have fancy
What?
apartments." Yeah, it was
Wait, are they
bad. It was,
white? Are they like white? Core white
yeah, no
people?
call white. You find that British people are, if they were to be racist, they are very, very sneaky about it. But you see all these other people from different parts of the world, like Ukraine, Italy, Germany, they are not very smart about their racism because day to day just came to this place, so they are not very wise. They think they're in their country where the laws just allow them to be, you know, who they are.
Anything.
Yeah, so I just like, I mean, I just recorded everything when I noticed it was a thing that was happening. They will, when you're taking a shower, they will turn off the hot water and make you have to take a shower. It was the worst apartment I've ever been in, but I just reported them to the police and everything got sorted out. They're like, you find that there's so many available resources out there for you to report things like this, and I never knew about them. There's even like community, like anti-racism groups that are able to help you, like to monitor your progress, come there to visit you, get assigned like a specific case officer, things like that. But hopefully nobody ever has to get to that part. Other times there was a time I was working in my Nando's, and
Okay.
there was this, like, I used to work in the back kitchen, so I used to work with food directly on the grill, and I never literally had any like face-to-face interaction with customers. But there was this time there was like this black couple from America that they were getting very agitated and angry about how long they've had to wait for their order and how they've been there for almost like 40 minutes and everything. And then my manager came to call me from the back to go and attend to them because she couldn't deal with them. I didn't know like who was in front at first, but when I got there and I saw a black couple, I kind of understood. So they felt like, okay, black on black, black should deal with black, you get that kind of thing. I'll probably be able to
Calm
sort
them
their
down.
angers because, yeah, because I'm also black. That was just quite unnecessary because that was not even my role. That's not my job description, and that's not anything that I should have to deal with. And a couple of that times you see people asking you things, stupid questions like, oh, um, how can you speak English? How can you speak English so well? Are you not from Nigeria? Stupid things like that because they're not like educated. But I don't make that like my I don't pay attention to it because like if you pay attention to little things like that, you find that you start noticing a lot of things like that, and then you start getting agitated by things like that, and then you now start falling right into the whole idea or the whole ideology that black people or black women are aggressive or black people get angry easily.
Yeah,
You
Black
find that
Family.
you're feeding into the old stereotype if you notice things like that. There's one time I was working as a waitress somewhere because I did a couple of jobs to be fair, Osasu. But those times I was working as a waitress somewhere,
You're
and then
hustling. You're hustling.
I was a hustler, bro. I picked any shifts. But there was one time I was working as a waitress somewhere, and then we're like serving this all white family that were having like a wedding dinner. But they were having like a private dinner. So like one of these very wealthy families. So having like a private dinner before they go to their reception,
Okay.
and I was serving them, and I was like the only black person in the front, like serving them, and they asked for me to be switched to be someone else that was not black.
What? That's
Yeah,
crazy. What
yeah.
did you do? What did you do then?
I just went to the place they asked me to go to. Was my own. I sure got my money, and then I reported it to
Oh,
the right officials, and I moved on with it, and I never went back there to work. Like the people that I was working with, like they apologized for it, but at the end, the like customer is always right, that kind of thing as well. But I felt like, I mean, I couldn't be asked to be fair. I had another shift the next day. I was more bothered about the money I was trying to make than some people being offended by my skin color.
oh, that's crazy. There's no, you
Yeah.
just said one guy said we don't have gas cookers. Those
Yeah.
that
It
doesn't
is
make
like
any sense.
you're from the jungle, you live in woods and trees, and you people don't have doors, you people don't have gas cooker. So it's sure that I'm seeing all of this for the first time.
Wow. I'm sure it was a
Yeah,
guy. It
he was
sounds
a
like
guy.
something. It just sounds like
He
something a
was
very
a
stupid white
guy.
boy would say. Very, very useless.
He was a guy, oh. Honestly, those people were the worst. And when I reported them for their racial insults and everything, they started saying that it's because I am homophobic. That's why I hated them.
How?
It was messed up. It was just messed up, probably.
It's
But
crazy,
luckily
man.
for me, I had a lot of evidence. So I just kept me. I was smart about it. I just always had my camera on, and you have to be smart about it because you cannot be angry about it because the minute you're angry and maybe you do what they want you to do, like shout at them or hit them back,
Yeah.
you get emotional about it. They start saying, "Oh, imagine like it was a white girl I was having that issue with, and then." The police came in and they looked at me. I was a black girl. The girl was a white girl. I know how white girls cry easily now. Obviously, they don't want to know what happened before. As long as you can see the mark on her body that I hit her back. Because
The
you won't see the
marks,
mark on my own
marks always
body.
shown. Yeah, marks is
Because my
shown on
own
body.
body is black. Exactly. You see the mark on my body that I hit her back. I'm already the problem. Do you get? If it's now me against a white guy, they are now looking okay, 50-50. It's not 100 to 50. If it's a black guy against a white guy, it's now the black guy's fault. Like you have to see the way they think and just play the game well. You cannot be getting emotional about these things, or else you find yourself back in Nigeria and the person that even caused you to waste all your effort and your parents' money is still in the country, moving on with their life. It's not worth it
Yeah,
at all.
it's not worth it, man. Just plan on
Uh,
pick the next shift. Focus on the money.
exactly. Focus on the money. But yeah, like that's it. When are you coming?
Me? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I can't say when. I can't say when. If I come, I'll tell you now. If I come, I'll tell you. But I don't know yet.
Ah,
Might not be
oh
UK.
yeah.
Might not be UK.
Why? Is it Canada you want to go to?
Yeah. If I could pick, I'll pick Canada. I
I
just
feel
like
like you
the.
should come to UK still. Don't go to Canada.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because see, at least you have more opportunities from what I have gathered, though. I might be wrong, but I feel like you have more opportunities to actually work in a good non-hospitality job in the UK than in Canada. In
Mm,
Canada, job opportunities are still very, very restrictive for Black people. The jobs that they are inviting you to come and fill is not their office roles. It's still their hospitality, cleaning, and
manufacturing,
mortuary
all those
cleaning
places.
roles. And a lot of people are running there because okay, after 5 years, I can maybe get a good job. But you find that a lot of people don't even have that good job still. And cost of living in Canada is still expensive. But people are not noticing because okay, the currency is like my own theory is like, why would I go to a foreign country to go and also and go to a country where if I convert my money to naira, it's still not plenty. I might as well hustle in a place where the money has more value because I'm still going to a foreign country to hustle anyways. There are places in London that I mean in the UK that you can live that are way, way cheap that you can get rent for like 300. There are places like that in the UK. Same as there are in Canada. So I feel like if you're now converting cost of living places in Canada like Toronto to London now, it's not very different. If you're looking at what you're earning there, your taxes that you have to pay there, your cost of living every day, it's not very different. You're still earning about the same thing to save. But if you now convert the savings of someone in Canada to my own savings to Naira, I'm still earning more. Like if I don't know if you get the
Yeah, I get
math
what you're
of
saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're
so
saying.
if you're going to hustle, go to a place that has maximum benefits to hustle. So that even if you want to migrate later in future, maybe to another country entirely, you have better chances of doing so.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes.
You guys, you're also listening to for everyone. You want to also go to a very good place.
Hustle in the right places, so your
Also in
hustle
the
is not
right
a
place.
waste.
That's true. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I'll be expecting you next year, Osasu.
Yes, but no problem. No problem.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
say let's
no.
say it's just like 2 days.
Exactly. Oh. And you're already in tech anyways. There are so many roles in tech that like there's so many roles in tech that the UK government is sponsoring. Because they want to like you know how after the old Brexit they are trying to build their own economy tech wise. So they need a lot of manpower in tech. So if you have the tech knowledge, like just you can just get a job here that is remote if I'm getting paid in pounds and be living in Nigeria. There are a lot of people that are doing that.
Yeah, the other people
That way
doing
you
that
can
too.
travel in. Yeah, you can travel in and too. I'll even send you resources, don't worry.
Yes, please. Thank
I'll
you.
send
Send me resources.
them.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, since you moved, how has your your perspective on life, so everything about yourself changed since you moved to the UK?
I'm adapting to be honest. I'm learning new things every day. Like you find that you have to be careful what you say. I'm not trying to say it's all negative. There's positives to it. But you have to, I find that people are looking for the positives really quickly. Like you come to UK after 1 year, you're expecting to have like the perfect friendship group, the perfect life, insta life, traveling abroad. Like it happens for some people, but it also doesn't happen for a lot of people, and that's all right. Like sometimes you have to take about 4 years to fully settle in. You've been living in another country for about 30 years of your life, 20 something years of your life. You cannot just come spend 1 year here and this place will feel like home. It doesn't work that way. But I find that there's a lot of cultural differences, like in the way they speak, the things they speak about. Like before, normally nothing really concern the weather. Like, oh, how's the weather today? Oh, how was your night? Like, did you have a nice time? Like all this type of thing. It doesn't really concern me, but you have to find that you have to make these small talks with people, or else people consider you as hostile. So you have to
Okay.
do it. You cannot like get angry about anything. Like if someone does something, you just smile about it and move on. That's how they behave here. You have to behave that way because if you don't behave that way, you are aggressive and you don't want to be the aggressive person. Do you understand? Like, you have to be friendly with everyone. Oh, would you like a cup of tea or would you like a cup of coffee? You just have to be nice. You just have to be smiling with everybody, even if you don't know the person from Adam or you don't like the person. I find that a lot of us Africans, you know how if someone does something to us we don't like, we'll say it. Here,
Yes.
you cannot do that. You cannot say because person is now like, but I didn't even know I did that to you. Oh my days, I didn't know. And then it's like, why did you bring it up? Why do you make this person upset? That kind of thing. So you have to be very careful. Like, you cannot be getting angry about something and speaking up about it all the time, unless it's like serious issues. Sometimes you have to just brush it under the rug because it's not that deep. Um, but you find that black people and white people are very different. The black people, you see that a lot of them speak up, and that's why a lot of them attacked as rough and aggressive. But the white people here, like they don't talk about too many things. They don't like offending anybody, and you have to play the game because it's a game. You think about it, look at the system. How do I fit into the system that is going to benefit me and benefit my pockets? Nobody, you're not trying to come into the system to change the system or make the system adapt to an already existing and working system for people, and they've been, you know, sensitized to behave like this. They've grown up behaving like this. You cannot just come and change the system like that. You have to find a way that the system works for you and find another way to the anger yourself from all the things that you're facing every day. I'm not saying you should now face racism or face like negative things. If you something is not right, speak up, but speak up to the right authority. So instead of shouting at that person that maybe pissed you off, just go to HR. I'm like, oh, I'd like to report an incident. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble, but I didn't really like how this person spoke to me or what this person said about me. Blah blah blah. HR will handle it the best way they can. That way, there's no one-on-one,
Yeah,
anger or anything.
confrontation.
Yeah, confrontation. So that's like one of the things I'm learning. Learning that. What else am I even learning? I find that I'm adjusting better to the weather. I like when it's cold now for people that just came. It's not really cold for me anymore. But as a black person coming here too, you have to make sure that you get your vitamin D's because your bones get weak because you're no longer getting vitamin D from the sun. Like people are not talking about multivitamins and health benefits. We bring a lot of drugs from home, like because when you're coming, your mom is going to pack all the malaria drugs and all the antibiotics for you because that's what. But the real things you actually need are your vitamins. Like you're no longer getting specific vitamins from the sun. There's no sun here more than 80% in the year. Your bones start
That's
getting weak, you start
crazy.
having brittle bones. So yeah, you have to take your vitamins, you have to take your vitamin C, you have to make sure that you're staying healthy. Um o- Obviously, very obviously, the whole dressing style is going to change. So what you were wearing to slay back home, like your wardrobe that you're using to slay when you come here, you cannot use that slay anymore. So you have to start buying, like you're changing your whole entire wardrobe small by small. You buy new coats, you buy new jackets and stuff like that. But you have to also be wise with your money because there's always going to be something that will take your money out of your hands. So you have to be very wise with how you are spending it. If you cannot afford a trip, yes, don't go on a trip. Don't follow people and be going on trip. But if you can afford the trip, oh well, go on the trip as long as you have enough money. Because nobody's going to dash you any extra penny. Unless your father from Nigeria want to be sending you pounds. And now on God safe at this point, he's almost like
It's unlikely.
1,600. Like it's very unlikely. So you have to be very financially wise in this place, or else you're going to find that you're living every day paycheck to paycheck. And that's not a healthy way to live because you cannot even afford to call in sick at work because if you don't get that money for that day, it will affect you significantly. Like nobody wants to live like that.
They
Then
have a
also,
credit system there, right?
what
You guys have a credit system, like you can buy stuff on
we
credit,
do, we
credit
do,
card.
we do, we do. But if you don't now pay off your this thing, your monthly you pay back, wahala. Do you
You don't
get
pay back.
like
What will happen? What will happen? You don't pay
there's
back.
like if you don't pay back, I think like they would you might actually even end up going to court for it.
Wow.
So like now you don't pay your credit, then they'll send you one in, then you start paying interest. If they see that you're not answering, they'll take you to court. They'll send you to court. And when you go to court, that goes on your record. Whenever you're filling any job application, they'll ask you, have you ever been in court or have to appear in court for any case or whatever, whatever. If you lie, they'll still do their background DBS check. So that's like a database check. They'll still do it. And if they see
You'll
that you've
find
gone to court, cancel you. You get so everything has a ripple effect. Like the credit system is good, but don't take out a credit system if you're a newbie, if you don't have a stable source of income. When you have like a stable source of income and you're okay, you can take a credit, like credit loan, you can take a car on credit. You can obviously you have to buy your house on credit, but you can take a car on credit or take your iPhone on credit, and then you'll be able to pay monthly, knowing that that money will still come. There's is inevitable. You'll be able to pay off the money, and they always break it down in very like easy and simple ways. Like you maybe only have to pay like £100 or maybe £300 in a month, and everyone can like make £300 in a month unless you don't go to work at all. Like it's calm. It's actually not the worst, but you have to be financially wise. And a lot of people from Nigeria are not financially wise. No offense. Like they want to make their money. Once they make the money in pounds, they're already converting it to naira. But I'm making 3 million. Yala ya anybody.
But
But
now
you're
is
making
useless
three
now. You can't do
million.
that. Now is useless.
You're making you're even making 3 million. You're telling people back home, me, I make 3 million monthly. You have to come to this country. But they are not telling you the reality that in that 3 million they are making monthly, they are spending 2.7 million on house bills and everything. So they only have like £300. And that £300 will not last them more than 3 weeks in this country. So like you're not living in Nigeria unless you're earning the pounds and work pay like and using it in Nigeria. It doesn't make any sense to be converting it unless you want to brag, which a lot of people like to do. But aside that, like face your reality. You're making money in pounds, but you're also spending money in pounds. So like that as well.
Yeah.
What else? A lot of their things here are different. Food especially like Fanta, Coke, very, very different, very watered down. Now, as our Fanta is very orange and very sweet. The
Yeah.
Fanta here is tasting like vitamin C. You know those vitamin C that they used to put inside water that will now do shh.
You should say.
Yes, Nutrition is even thick. You know when your mommy has Nutrition the ever bottle for the whole family, they have poured the Nutrition inside big
Ah.
ever bottle.
Yes.
It,
Yes.
that's how
Yes.
the Fanta here tastes. Like
Wow.
water. It's not the best, but
Crazy.
we move. Yeah, we move. But the things like even their toothpaste, like the things I noticed, like even their toothpaste, like we have Oral-B back home, we have like Sensodyne back home, but it's different here. It's different. It's very different here. I don't know why. Maybe because our teeth back home deserves more hustle. I don't know why. But like their
We
things
should
here
have the
are
same
more
teeth. We have the
balanced.
same teeth to white people now. Do you have different teeth? I don't
But
know.
look, I feel like they put some extra ingredients in our own, or they increase the percentage of some ingredients to make our own like stronger.
Maybe.
We are more like
Maybe.
lab rats because our own
Yeah.
NAFDAC does not do all the checks and balances that we are supposed to do for some products not to enter the country.
Yeah. I'm sure that is it. Sure that is the case. Sure they
Yeah,
have rules
that's
about certain percentages of things you must
yeah,
put.
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
even the
They do.
Fanta. Maybe that's why the Fanta is like that too.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they actually do. They actually do have like rules about certain percentage of things that you can put in your product. So here you find that it's mild, that things are mild, but back home is stronger. These are strong, but their teeth here, most of them is not white. It's very yellow. But it's because they drink coffee every day and they smoke
Coffee
every
and tea.
minute.
Who
People
smoke a
take
lot? Why?
yeah, coffee. They smoke a lot because of the weather, especially in winter. You find that a lot of people are smoking more than 20 cigarettes a day.
Oh,
The cigarettes
that's
all over
crazy.
the floor in London. And London, London is not very different to Yaba. As well, it's not actually very different. The houses are small sized. The roads are very dirty. You can just see poo on the road. You can see be smelling weeby. Is there beggars everywhere? Oh, everything is just not all that glitters is good. But there's the beauty to the UK as well, Sha. It allows you to actually travel out. You meet people from different cultures, people from different backgrounds. You're able to realize that there's more than the space where you grew up in. Like there's so much more out there. Um, Currency wise, you're earning better. You have like if you're able to get a good job in UK, if you come when you're younger, are able to like get a good gig in the UK, you find that your career improvement and growth is faster than it is back home. So, like for career wise and long term, you're able to actually see yourself, reaping the fruit of your labor. If you're working for any money, you're actually getting paid for that money. But if you plan to even come to the UK at all, maybe when you're 50 something or 40 something with your family later on, it's just like, why don't you just come now and start now and get into the system faster? Because it's always like there's also like age requirements for every job you want to do, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah, I
now
get you.
you're in Nigeria and then you're like, I prefer Nigeria, I beg will not be everybody go jackpot, or I mean I know be everybody get jackpot this thing, and you know that you can actually try to jackpot or you plan to jackpot later on. If you jackpot later on at your 30s, you are coming here to do care work. I'm not degrading care work, but I feel like a lot of people don't come here with the opinion that they want to do that. But you and your wife are going to come here and do care work. Because if you jackpot now when you're like 20 something or early now, and you're able to like focus on career goals, you can get like a good work with in line with your career and what you studied, and that way you're able to like still do what you love doing and make money off it. But if you're planning to come later on, there's really no point to, because you come and do those menial jobs that you are looking down on back at all. That's what you're going to come and do, because they will not employ someone that is already almost 40 for a role when they can employ someone that is 20 something, and someone that has a more, a longer time to stay at the company, or a fresher mind for the company. Like, they won't even do that back home unless you have connections. So if what I'm saying makes sense, like, I don't know
Yeah,
if it
even
makes
at home, even Nigeria self. It's
hmm
not, unless it's like a senior job and you're 40 years old, you're not getting it.
exactly, exactly. So exactly.
Okay. Would you ever consider coming back willingly to Nigeria? I might have just like,
I've considered it. I have, and
really,
I might. The goal
really,
in my
okay.
life is to be filthy rich. If I'm
Filthy
filthy
rich.
rich,
Okay.
filthy, oh, underline filthy, bastardly
I
rich.
understand. Bastard money. Sure, sure, sure.
Exactly. If I have passport money, why can't I come back home?
Yeah,
I
because that's
can.
the only
I don't
way.
have
That's the only way you
yes.
enjoy this place. So,
Exactly.
if you really have money, you enjoy Nigeria. But
Exactly.
if you're just like if you salary worker or something, the government
Yeah.
frustrates you.
Exactly.
I just paid ECCA subscription of £134. Huh.
Why is this so expensive for you?
I
Mine is
don't
96 pounds.
I don't know. It's 134 I paid though. I was
Eh,
God. I paid that money. I was like, okay, let me just close my eye and pay it because I had to convert that thing using 1,300. So it's not even getting to that. That's to show how crazy it is.
134.
Yeah,
But look, if yeah, that's not bad.
that's for you now. For me, it's very bad. For
I
me,
get
it's terrible.
again.
It's
How
terrible.
much was it? Naira.
So it's like 175.
Wow.
Man, that's a lot of money that I don't have.
How much you?
Oh God,
That 134 now, you can earn it in like a day. Oh.
are you serious?
Yeah, if you
Like you
work
can't
a day,
work.
maybe you work 11 hours. No, not care work.
Okay, okay.
No only
See,
care work that pays now.
things are
You can
different
do it
over
at the
there.
later. Yeah, you can
Okay.
actually earn it in a day. Like,
Well,
but yeah.
okay. But why it's not in a day? That's like let me not say. But it's not in a day.
Hi. Mashu. Mashu. That's quite sad. But wait, you're still doing ACC. I thought you have migrated to tech.
I'm still like I don't know if I'm like I just paid subscription. I didn't buy any exam last year. I might write this year. I don't want to like give up on it yet. It's just there.
Mm-hmm.
In case I
Mm-hmm.
need it, you get. In case I
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
if I come to UK now, then I might consider writing it. Something like that.
Yeah. It's good actually, to be fair. It's good. Like, cause that's where I am as well. Like, I'm trying to do tech thing, but my ACCA too is there. Like, I'm going to pay for my subscription by next month. I'm not closing the door on it, but I'm not totally looking only to that door. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. This is my last year, Sean. If I don't write anyone this year, that's it.
Just write one paper this year. You don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, that's probably true. Maybe like middle of the year. Cause I don't have time to start reading. I don't have energy for that right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I feel you.
so we'll wrap up the podcast episode here. Thanks so much. Okay, I really enjoyed this episode. Honestly, like I've
Yeah,
gotten tips. I've gotten so much tips. And don't forget to send those resources you're going to send, please.
yeah, I will, I will. And
Okay.
yeah, fingers crossed on Chelsea's match. We'll start playing. You know, I don't live far from Chelsea, yeah? I live like
Really?
20 minutes away. Yeah,
Oh, we should go and see a match. We should go and see a match.
yes, yes,
Go and see a match.
definitely.
I'm not even
Definitely.
Chelsea are just shit, please. I'm sure they're
Let's
losing.
not.
I'm
No,
no.
we scored one goal. Cole Palmer has already scored in 12
Wow.
minutes.
Okay,
We're
thank
playing
God.
Luton. We've played them already now. We already won.
And it's not Chelsea. Small teams will go and be
It's
anyhow.
half hope.
I'll have it. I'll have it. Don't worry. I'll have it.
Oh yeah, no yawa.
Okay, please don't forget to share and subscribe. Also, there's a Google form in the episode description. Send in your comments or dilemmas. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye bye.
Happy New Year. Bye.